Hello everyone. So today I'm going to do some improvements to this AI fighting system with related to the grenade throwing parts. So earlier the characters, the NPC characters can throw grenades to any place. If they see another enemy from this corner, even if the enemy is here, they will attempt to throw a grenade. So I'm going to introduce some more constraints to the grenade throwing mechanism, and also I'm going to do some further bug fixings to the few issues that I noticed in this project. Alright, so let's see how to do those things today. And this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for your support. Right, so if I simulate this project, you might notice that these characters are capable of throwing grenades from a very long distance. Let's see if I can get a demonstration. Let's check this character. See, this character threw a grenade over here. Check out this one. So, a grenade exploded here because there is a time limit. So what I want to do is I need to limit the grenade throwing distance, and if that distance is far away, the character should not attempt to throw a grenade. So for that I'm going to do some modifications to this BT task throw grenade here. So before this, this is where the probability is calculated to throw the grenade, and before that we can do some simple checks. We get the target actor here, and again get actor location, and also we can get the controlled pawn, get actor location. From these two we can calculate the distance. Now we can check this distance. So if this distance is, say, less than, how far should we be able to throw a grenade? Let's say 2000. Let's assume 2000 is good enough, and check the branch. Wait, we can actually check the distance here. If I go to the top mode, right, 2000 seems like a good range to throw a grenade. That's somewhat similar to the width of this purple area. If it is true, character can try to throw a grenade. If not, it can continue without throwing a grenade. So now let's simulate and check. Now you can see they are not throwing grenades much. This guy is now throwing because those enemies are somewhat closer. And this bug is still here. It keeps shooting when the character is dead. Let's take a look at that again. So when we drop the gun, where is the drop function? Here. Let's set this equipped variable to false. This is set to true only when character call this toggle equip gun with the true. Yeah, instead of calling this, setting this true, let's call toggle equip toggle gun with the false. And also when we fire, let's check if the gun is also equipped or not. Where should we do that check? Maybe here. This is start or stop. Also we can get equipped, and here we can do an AND. Now we shouldn't see any guns after detaching from a character. Keep shooting. Let's check a bit. Seems fine. So I let the simulation play for a while, and as you can see, there is no single gun that is shooting without an owner. Alright, now some warnings. So another thing I want to fix is, sometimes these characters, after dropping a gun, when they walk through a gun, if they collide with the gun, they sometimes react with the physics simulations and get thrown away into the sky. Let me see if I can show you that. Also, it seems that some enemies have not equipped the weapon. No one is walking through a gun to show that effect. Let's see here. No. See, oh, so that's a problem. Actually, this time the character was not thrown away, but the gun was. So and I guess this warning is also related to no, that warning should be related to here when after we drop in the gun. Yes, drop here we simulate physics, and then here we call toggle gun with the false. So I guess this is a problem, because once we simulate physics and in the toggle gun we actually try to move the gun mesh. So this is what causing it to give that warning. So we can prevent that if I call this before dropping the gun. Also we will have to give a delay. 0.3, because there is a delay in here, 0.2 second delay to move the gun. So 0.3 should be, you know, now we should not get that warning. And why is this guy, why doesn't he have the gun in the hand? Oh, still we get the error. Attempting to move full simulated skeletal mesh, gun mesh. Please use the teleport flag. But didn't I call this before setting it to simulate physics? Does this get called repeatedly? Let's add a do once node here to check that. Yeah, seems like that's the case, because this time I stopped playing the game and I didn't get any warning. But this drop weapon should not be called twice. If it get called twice, that means the character is dying twice, so something like that is happening. Let's see. Where do we call drop weapon? Not here. Not in ALS NPC, but here in the anime. Oh, but there is a do once here, so how come it is called twice? But I'm not sure what is causing to call drop function again, because I already have a do once here, and when a character is dead, this is the only place I call drop. Right, so only other place that so I'm pretty sure that this is not called twice. So then what could happen is this toggle gun is called even after dropping the gun for some reason. Maybe the character is dead right before it is spawned. This can happen. So in the anime, we call this in a couple of places, especially initially when we attach the gun, but that should not be the case. Right, so anyway, let's try what they have suggested. Use the teleport flag. Oh, we don't have a teleport flag here. So what's the gun? Mesh collision, it's set to no collision. And before trying to make any moves, we can check if the gun mesh is simulating physics. I think we can use this. If not, we can call the rest. And we need to simulate. Right, the one is not there. Oh, wait. This should be false, not true. Right, this time I didn't get any warnings. Right, so another thing I want to fix is, you can see there is this spline component for each character. See, but this spline actually, let me select that. This is this projectile path spline component. See, that's the one. So this is only required for the player character because only for the player character I visualize the projectile path of the grenade. This is what I am talking about. When I try to throw a grenade, we show this path, but this path is only needed for the player character. So having that component in every single one of these characters is useless. I don't think that causes any significant performance drawbacks, but still this is not needed. So what can we do about that? If we go to the ALS base character, so what if let's see first where we have used this, here and here. Okay, so show projectile path. When we try to show the projectile path, let's add spline component like this. And promote this projectile spline helper, because this is only used to help us with calculating the tangent. This is not really the spline mesh itself. So let's see if we can replace this projectile path with projectile helper. Right, we can just replace it. Okay, now there shouldn't be any references to this projectile path. Right, now before removing the projectile path, let's first check if the spline is still working. It is working without any issue. Alright, so that means we can get rid of this projectile path component. So that means there is no projectile path for every single one of these characters. Okay, and thanks for watching. So I'm going to stop this episode right here, and as always project files will be available for the download in Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.